Okay, so let's talk about email marketing. So in health and wellness, the average email industry standard open rate is about 20%. And honestly, it's not that much. So what that means is you need to be really on it with your email marketing, and you need to be absolutely sure that you are gonna hit to as close to 20% as possible. Otherwise, your efforts are kind of wasted, right? So if you've noticed that your email open rates are not so great, or maybe they're below 20, below 15, or even below 10%, tune into this video because I'm gonna teach you 4 types of subject lines that will make your subscribers want to open your emails. Hello, thanks for tuning in. And if you are a health coach and you want to get more business and marketing strategies for your health coaching business, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell so that you get notified when I post a new video. Okay, so I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. There was a time where I was getting email rates of less than 10%. So what that means is there were less than 10% of my subscribers actually opening my emails. And this felt really frustrating because I was actually putting a ton of effort and value into the emails that I was writing to my subscribers. So I was feeling a little fucking frustrated. So the thing is, I was making a few mistakes, and maybe you are making these mistakes as well. And when I actually fixed these and started implementing the strategies that I'm about to teach you, my email open rates went from like 5 to 8% to over 25%. Okay, so before we get into those 4 types of email subject lines that you should be using, let's talk about what not to do. Number 1, be authentic. So what this means is don't fucking use clickbait, okay? So don't just try to get your subscribers to open an email and then have them find that the email has actually nothing to do with the subject line because all you cared about was getting them to open the email, okay? So this will actually break trust with your audience. They're gonna think you're fucking fake and they're going to delete and unsubscribe to your list. So don't do this, okay? Number 2, don't be desperate, okay? So don't use email subject lines like open me please, or please open, or like you have to open this, because that screams desperation and it annoys people. And again, back to that trust thing, it breaks trust and people are going to delete and unsubscribe, or unsubscribe and delete, whatever. You know what I'm saying. The third way to not write your email subject line is don't be fucking boring, okay? Don't have your email subject line be my monthly newsletter or company updates. That's boring, and honestly, as a subscriber, it gives me no reason to actually want to open that email. And honestly, it's so boring that I might open it, but just to unsubscribe. Number 4, don't use the all caps screamer. Okay, so do not write your subject line in all caps, okay? Because honestly, that gives people anxiety. It makes people feel like you're screaming at them, and people don't like to be screamed at in their inbox because the inbox is already stressful enough, right? And it's okay if you want to just capitalize one word to emphasize or make a point, but do not put everything in caps because your audience is just gonna think you're fucking screaming at them. Number 5, do not give away the entire content of your email in the subject line. So for example, the email is going to tell your audience that the root cause of thyroid issues is the gut. Don't write that in your subject line. So don't have your subject line be the root cause of your thyroid issue is your gut, because you've kind of already given away the point of your email. It doesn't really give your subscriber any additional incentive to actually click in and read the email. And guys, I would love to know, are you currently actively growing your email list? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know. And if you're not, do not worry. I have a video called How to Grow Your Email List Fast as a Health Coach, and I will link to that below this video. Okay, so let's get into the 4 types of subject lines that you can use in order to get your email subscribers to open those amazing emails that you are writing. So number 1 is curiosity. You want to intrigue them or make them curious to see what's in the rest of the email. So an example of this would be, what does a unicorn have to do with your sex drive? So if I'm reading that, I'm like, what does a unicorn have to do with my sex drive? That's weird. I want to know. So I'm actually going to click into that email. Another example would be, what is the one thing that is destroying your thyroid health? So as someone who might be struggling with a thyroid issue, I'm like, well, what is the one thing? I totally want to know more. I'm going to click into that email. A third example would be, if you do this, you're going to see a reduction in your IBS symptoms. So my IBS symptoms are driving me fucking crazy. I need to click in and see what that thing is going to be. The second type of email subject line is the personalized subject line. So people really love when things feel personal or feel like they are written just for them. So you can actually put your email subscribers' first name into the subject line. Most email providers will allow you to do that, and hopefully you are collecting their name when they opt in for your free offer. So an example would be, "Hey Jane, I made this with you in mind." Or something like, "Hey Jane, I can't wait to tell you this." People actually love to see their name, right? So if you utilize their name, they're gonna be way more likely to open up the email. My only advice with this one would be to just not overuse it, because over time, it kind of might get annoying. Another point with personalization is to always make sure that you are segmenting your list, okay? So if you have multiple different niches or multiple different sides of your business, don't group all those people into one list. So for example, maybe you're a weight loss coach, but you also sell essential oils. So you wanna make sure that those people are in different lists, because people who opt into your list for essential oils might not actually need to lose weight, and people who want to lose weight may not actually care about essential oils. So if you're putting them all into one group, that might lead people to unsubscribe and delete because they're like, "I signed up for weight loss advice. What the fuck is this essential oil shit," right? So make sure to segment your list and send personal emails to each segment. The third type of email subject line is the story tease. So people really love stories, and you, the health coach, I'm sure you have many different stories to tell. So a really good example of this would be how a podcast and a saliva tube changed my life. That's actually a subject line that I used in one of my original nurture sequences, and it always had a very high open rate. Another example of this would be, "When I did this, everything changed." It's very intriguing, right? I want to know the rest of that story. And first I want to know, well, what did you do and what changed, right? Or a third example would be, "I hit rock bottom and then I was blown away by what happened next." The final type of email subject line is the authority subject line. So if you have accomplished something, and I guarantee that you have, don't be afraid to share this with your subscribers. So authority subject lines help establish your expertise and your knowledge as the expert in the niche in which you are known for. So an example of this would be, "How I helped Chloe rid herself of eczema without drugs." So that establishes authority. Another example would be, "How you can be a success story like 100 of my other clients." So as a health coach, I guarantee you've gotten results for someone. If you're brand new and you haven't yet, that's okay. Just make sure to keep track of these stories, because these are really, really great things to share with your subscribers as these authority emails. Okay, so let's quickly summarize this. Number one is curiosity. You want to make them curious and you want to intrigue them to open up the email. Number two is the personal subject line. So use their name and make it feel like you wrote the email just for them. Number three is the story tease. This helps create connection and curiosity, and you have lots of stories to tell, so make sure to share those stories with your email subscribers. And number four is authority. So make sure to keep track of the people and stories of people who you've gotten results from, and then you can add that into your subject line. Okay, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, you can let me know by liking it. You can subscribe to my channel, or make sure to share it with all your business besties. And if you want more strategies and tips for your health coaching business, make sure to subscribe to my email list, because I will send you a super juicy, super tasty, super actionable tip to your inbox every single Tuesday. All right, thank you for tuning in. Let me know if this video helped you in the comments below, and good luck with your email subject lines.